Hello, Antonio. How are you going?
Yeah, well, thank you. Really
That's
good.
good. Great to have you here today. I'm Alyssa, and I'm super excited to be on this call with you, obviously to discuss some nutrition goals, and what you're wanting to achieve going forward. So as you know, I'm Alyssa. I've got my Cert 3 in fitness. So look, I am limited with what advice I can give in providing, healthy eating advice. But absolutely we'll discuss your needs and goals, see what I can support you with, whether that be support from me directly or whether or not that be support in terms of getting a referral for you today, to go and see someone in that expertise for you. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Excellent. Now, Antonio, tell me a little bit about yourself. I guess, what's your goals? What are you working towards?
Yeah, well, I'm 35 years old. I've got three young kids under the age of 10, so trying to keep up with them is really important to me. I do work really long hours currently at a law firm as well, but I really want to lose 15 kilos, and I've started to do fun runs. And my ultimate goal is to run a half marathon. So that's kind of where I'm at, wanting to work towards that, and definitely get back in shape.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super exciting, and three kids can definitely be a handful. So no doubt you've got a busy time keeping up with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, time is very limited, but yeah, I'm really motivated to make these changes as well.
Excellent. And now, Antonio, so you said that you work at a law firm. So are you currently, very active? I know that you've got that half marathon in mind, but I guess you're doing much activity outside of that at the moment?
To be honest, it's yeah, very limited because of the long work hours, and then I'm coming home and then with the kids and everything. So I've really just done those first few fun runs, and that's they've been around the 5K mark. So I really need to do a fair bit to be able to build up to the half marathon.
Excellent. And now you said your goal is to lose 15 kilos. Now, is that in particular for the marathon, or is that just in terms of lifestyle and, keeping up with the kids?
I think overall it's more important for me to keep up with the kids and to like just to feel fitter and healthier within myself for sure and to have more energy. But I'm using the half marathon as a bit of a goal with that, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like that's a shorter term goal, but the longer term goal is definitely just health and fitness and well-being and being able to keep up with the kids.
Absolutely. No, that's excellent. And I think it's really awesome to obviously have that half marathon goal, but the bigger overarching why as to why you're wanting to obviously continue that journey and achieve
Mhm.
that, with the kids and the longevity, your overall health in mind. So that's absolutely excellent to hear. Now, I guess based off what you've just told me in terms of um, wanting support, and what your goals are, I guess, like, do you have any questions? What type of support are you actually wanting in terms of nutrition?
So yeah, I really need to find out what it is that I need to be eating. So the best type of food and the amount of food that I need to have, as well as like if I should be taking any supplements and things like that. I've read lots of things online and kind of Googled a few things, but I'd really like to know exactly what it is that will really help support me, like obviously with the weight loss, but also with the running goal as well.
Yeah, excellent. Now, Antonio, I guess just so that I can determine, look, this will be outside of my scope with the advice that I can offer. So I can absolutely follow the Australian dietary guidelines. However, in terms of providing like supplement advice and outside of the structure of, your lean meats, your grains, your dairy, all of that, I can't kind of specialize that to you.
Mhm.
It's just obviously, what we would recommend. So, um, were you chasing a meal plan at all, or you're just wanting some advice to kind of know where to get started?
I think I really need to know exactly what I should be eating, honestly. Like we eat, like my wife and I are Italian. We've grown up eating lots of pasta and lots of carbohydrates, and honestly, I just love them. But I know that they're probably not really helping me with with my health goals and things like that. So it is a bit tricky because I know that that's kind of simple and easy and what my wife knows, like to prepare as well. But yeah, just with the eating out regularly and things like that, I really need like something very specific to know exactly what I should and shouldn't be having, particularly around like being able to lose the weight as well. And constantly at cafes and having coffees and things like that, being lawyer and working those long hours too. So yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So, some just really specific, obviously, nutrition advice as to this is what you should be incorporating and things like that. But without, I guess, that really structured meal plan. If your wife loves to cook and she's got her things in mind. So, is that we're on the same page there with obviously that structured nutrition advice, but without I guess, that really structured have to follow to a T meal plan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Perfect. So, what I can do for you, Antonio, is I can absolutely refer you to a nutritionist. Now, a nutritionist will be able to do all of them things. So, they will be able to discuss one-on-one with you around, your supplements, what you should be eating, and just work with you in terms of your overall health. So, nutritionists usually work as like promotion officers, nutrition consultants, and advisors, and they're not qualified in medical nutrition therapy. Now, you don't have any medical concerns, do you?
No, no. Otherwise, like relative, like apart from, yeah, just not being as fit as I'd like and being a little bit overweight, no other medical concerns or injuries or anything that I'm worried about from that perspective.
Yeah, perfect. So, um, yeah, the nutritionist will absolutely be able to design, coordinate, implement, and evaluate any nutrition interventions that will, be targeted towards improving the well-being of yourself. Um, they just cannot do individually tailored meal plans. That's all. So that's why I was asking around that part just to confirm that I am absolutely referring you to the correct specialist in this area. So. How does that sound for you? Would you be happy for me to absolutely like get you in touch with a nutritionist that I work fairly closely with, Joan?
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
Excellent, perfect. So what I will do going forward is I will send off a referral to Joan. I can absolutely send that through to you as well, and then you guys will be able to make contact, organize the time for an appointment, and then be able to continue discussing that further from there. How does that all sound?
Yeah, that sounds great. Fantastic.
Excellent. Perfect. Well, thank you for that, Antonio. I will get that action now. Do you have any other questions before we go?
No, I don't think so. That'll be great if you can just email through that info and yeah, I'll get in contact and make an appointment with that. That'll be awesome.
Absolutely not a drama at all. Thank you so much for your time, Antonio, and I'll get that action now.
Thanks so much, Alyssa.